Hello, you're listening to a We Will Fix It podcast short with Colin Thomas and myself, James Piecowye.
We had a nice conversation that if you've listened to this podcast, you've heard it very recently about vacations and summer and air conditioning. And we had a good talk.
My advice didn't work out, did it, James? Let's be honest.
The advice was sage. It worked excellent. Everything should have gone as planned. In fact, when we got home and we get into our house, and so there's the first thing happens is I'm opening. So we got two things we're going to talk about. First, we're going to talk about AC, but the second, we're going to talk about gates because
yes.
First, I couldn't get in the gate.
Ooh.
Well, I have two gates, thankfully. Well, one of them I couldn't get in. And it was like, oh, really? Like, come on. And, and it's late at night. And fortunately, I didn't have any children with me because that would have added to it. But I get into the house and the advice was leave a unit on downstairs, leave a unit on upstairs, open up your doors, maybe keep an extractor fan on, maybe keep the fan on, have it set at, 28, 29.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit, what I actually said was just one upstairs.
Right, yeah.
For the simple reason that cooler air is obviously going to go down and that will help the process of circulation.
So I left one.
Please tell me it's your downstairs one that failed.
No. So I left one on upstairs, one on downstairs. Get in. I was, this is nice. As we're walking up the stairs, that halfway point, it's like, oh.
Houston, we have a problem.
It was like, oh. And I thought, okay, well, I'm looking at, the fan is going, so the air is circulating upstairs, but it is, near as I can figure, so we had an air conditioner failure, and as near as I can figure, it must have failed pretty early on in the summer because I have never come home to the upstairs part of my villa being this hot.
But that's bizarre, considering, admittedly, the circulation would be nowhere near as good.
Yeah.
But if you've got a fan that's operating in one room with all doors open downstairs and upstairs, that should have been enough to move enough air.
I would have thought too.
To have kind of done it, but no.
The walls, even the sink in the washroom was hot.
Yeah, that's when you're in trouble.
I put my hand on it and go, and I'm touching the walls. They're hot.
Yeah.
And I'm going, it seems like there was a vortex of some sort that just separated it halfway up the stairs.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And how long did it take? 2 days?
2.5 days.
Yeah.
And it was like, we got to be joking. So what happened? And this was, who would have known this? There's no way to plan for this. Is our place has 4 units.
Yep.
One of the units up top has got the, the condenser and all that kind of stuff. And the fan.
And it's great quality gear. So it's Lennox.
Yeah, I'm using Lennox stuff.
Yeah,
and the guys who come and work on it, my landlord's got a team that comes and they love it. They're going, this stuff's old, but this stuff works.
Great. Yeah.
Easy to work with.
Absolutely agree.
And, nice little electronics it's got, the board. Anyway, the fan that cools down the compressor seized.
Yeah, outdoor fan motor.
Outdoor fan motor.
Okay, well, this is interesting because normally when that goes, it would also kill the compressor as well.
So the compressor turned off.
Oh, it tripped.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. That's the perfect scenario.
Yeah. So it worked perfectly.
That rarely happens.
Yeah. So the fan stopped working. The compressor doesn't work either. It's turned it off. It's going, nope, not going to work. Lennox, you got to love these guys.
Yeah,
so I had no air conditioning on the upstairs part of the villa, just the internal fan in the roof going.
But that's a really, really rare save. Well done, Lennox.
Yeah. So I was really happy. And the best part was, and this was, and I kind of was up there. So I'm like that guy who's up on the roof with the guys, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's hot, it's like, don't worry, I'm coming up to have a chat and let's go through.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Let's go through the process here. Just explain to me what you're doing. Because
that's interesting. They think you're checking up on them, and that is their worst nightmare.
Yeah. And so anyways, the guy says, okay, we've got to take the fan. And I'm going, okay, that's cool. And I'm looking at him going, I'm thinking self-preservation at this point.
Yes.
Because the master bedroom is an oven. My wife wants to be back in her bed after a summer.
Oh, wow.
And that room is so hot, and they want to take the fan to go and fix the motor, which they did. They were back really quick, a day. But he says it could be a day, could be 2. And I'm going.
And they've done a repair on it, yeah?
Yeah, but so I'm up on the roof, and they're taking the fan, and they actually brought a new one. They brought a new motor.
Okay, hallelujah.
But I'm up there, and it's going to take 2 days. And I'm going, so I'm going to be 2 more days without AC in the master bedroom. I've already slept outside of there when my wife, and I'm going, I can do it. My wife's going to kill me. And so I'm looking over, and because I got 4 units, I said, well, I got 2 units downstairs, 2 units
I
upstairs.
know what you're about to do.
So I said to the dude, I said,
they're matching so you can swap.
they're all the same.
Yeah,
I said,
okay.
can't you just lift off the fan off one, put it on this one, and then put the fan? And the guy looks at me and goes, that's a really good idea.
You can do it that way.
And it just, because it's just, you unscrew it, 4 screws,
Yeah, absolutely.
3 little clips,
20 minutes.
plug it, not even, took him a minute.
Wow.
Just, there's 4 little screws on the top. It just, he goes into the box and he pull 3 little alligator clips or whatever, these little clip things that go around, and put them back in, came on.
Oh, I've got it. It's that way. Yeah, okay.
And then it took 2.5 days to bring the temperature down.
Yeah, but you've also got, if you imagine, you've obviously got leakage from that route, and you haven't got the other one working as well.
Yeah.
But still, that's not bad.
Yeah, no. So cool. So I had the other. So there's 2 units upstairs. I had them both going.
Yep.
And it finally cooled it down. It wasn't the room so much. It was all the walls and everything. I couldn't believe how hot they were.